Hello tarot lovers and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elizabeth and on this channel we talk about building your spiritual confidence so you can listen to your intuition and read your tarot cards with ease. And today we are going to be talking about my A Card a Day challenge for February, which is about Valentine's Day and love. And this is a challenge that I have been running, I think, for 2 or 3 years, and it has gradually just built and built and built and built as more and more people have seen it. And I am super excited to be talking about Valentine's Day. This is the first video I've done for February for the challenge. We started last August, and it is, or I started last August getting really serious with this. And it's just been so fabulous how many of you have followed along with me. So you can play in the challenge in my Facebook group, or you can play on Instagram using connectwithyourdeck.com/challenge. And of course, don't forget to tag me, eroebuckjones, in your posts as well so that I see them. I can't promise I will always be able to respond because I get so busy, but tag me anyway so that I see them and I know what's going on. So let's talk about the questions. If you want to be part of the challenge, don't forget to register. Connectwithyourdeck.com/challenge. It's free to register. You'll get sent bits and pieces that I make for the challenge journal, because as I make it, more things come to me, and it doesn't sort of feel fair to only let the people who buy the new journal have the new pages if you've only recently purchased. And the last time I did a new page, I went back and tracked through all the people that bought the new journal and I sent it all through to them, and it was just too much. So now you need to register for the challenge to make sure that you get any of the extra freebies. And of course, if you haven't bought the journal, it always comes with all of the up-to-date pages, because I've got some new ones to show you, which were new in December. So let's talk about the questions. I have to put my glasses on so that I can see. It's like a whole new world opens up so I can see you. I try not to have these on most of the time when I'm talking to you because they reflect my lights. In fact, that light could turn a little bit more that way. That's better. Oh, that's better. They reflect my lights, and I feel like a bit goggle-eyed with them on. But anyway, so here is my Valentine's Day love questions for February. So my background is I used to be a psychologist, and I have a great big long convoluted story as to why I left that and started teaching the tarot. And I basically have written these questions with January and February in mind when I used to see my clients, because I used to specialize in relationships, and invariably my clients would be talking to me about their love life, Valentine's Day, whether what they expected happened, whether it didn't happen, whether they were happy with their partner, what they were expecting from their partner. Love became a huge topic. And so I thought I might go through these questions and have a little chat to you about my thinking behind them, so you've got a little bit of background to the challenge. And of course, at the end of the challenge, when I've completed all the questions, I will share with you what the tarot has told me over the month of February. So, the first question, what does love mean to me? And again, this is thinking about, what does it mean for you to be in love? When do I love too much? And this is a really important question, because I'm thinking of a friend of mine who said to me once, I just need to find somebody that I can love, that I can look after, and that I can do things for, and that sort of thing. And she, it's really important that you don't flood the relationship by doing too much for your partner, not leaving them space to be able to step into the relationship and do things for you. It can make people feel very flooded when you give and give and give too much, And of course, it's very important that you don't give and give and give with an expectation of what's going to come back, because invariably you will set yourself up to be very disappointed. When do I conceal my love? So when do I not feel safe to let my feelings out? What causes my heart pain? What causes my heart joy? How can I improve my self-love? And self-love is so important. So often people come into relationships and they want their partner to build them up. And that is a recipe for creating, for exhausting a relationship and exhausting your partner. You need to work out how you can build yourself up, what you can do to make yourself feel good without expecting that from your partner. What do I need to forgive? And forgiveness is massive. So many people say, but I can't forgive because they feel like the person's going to get off scot-free. The forgiveness is not about them. It's about you and being able to let it go and not keep rehashing it over and over again, where it takes you back into that space that was so toxic. So being able to let it go, but as I would say to my clients, forearmed is forewarned. What boundaries can you put in place with that person to ensure that they are not in a place where they are able to hurt you again? And how can you learn so that when you step out into the world again, you are not stepping out into the world, and making the same mistakes over and over? How can I improve my self-love? What describes my ideal partner? So this is thinking about who you want to share your life with. What would I love to be doing? How do I bring creativity into my life? So again, this is stepping back into your self-love. What can I learn from past loves? So important. So you don't get into that pattern when you fall in love with the same kind of guys and end up making the same kind of mistakes. How can I love my family? This is about boundaries with families. Sometimes people just cannot manage their family. So they might cut their family off, which I never recommend. It's about how you can have a family relationship with your family with boundaries in place. How can I love my friends? How can I forgive my enemies? How can I learn from my life struggles? How can I heal emotional pain? So this is about, you may well have been in an abusive relationship. How do you step away from that and heal so that when you go to the next relationship, you don't take with you all the baggage from the previous relationship? What boundaries do I need to put in place in my life? And boundaries are incredibly important. And often I would have my clients say to me, but Elizabeth, I don't know what boundaries I should have. And there's no easy recipe, really. It's about you having boundaries that are right for you, recognizing that you need to keep yourself emotionally, physically, psychologically, and spiritually safe. And if things cross over those boundaries, they're not okay. And you don't change your boundaries unless you have irrefutable evidence that you should change that boundary. So please, or constant nagging or crying or threats are not irrefutable evidence. In fact, if somebody cries, screams and threatens you and doesn't respect your boundary, then that's toxic, and you don't have people like that in your life. What types of love are toxic to me? So recognizing toxic behavior in relationships. What attracts me to a life partner? And again, that's about recognizing that you don't want to be attracted by the wrong sorts of things. What makes me emotionally vulnerable? How can I be emotionally safe? How can I listen to my mind as well as my heart? And that is extremely difficult because the heart is a very, very clear and present message telling us that, we need to go in a certain direction. So making sure that you listen to the logical side of yourself or your masculine energy as well as your feminine energy when you're thinking about a life partner. What type of relationship is best for me? How can love support my life, dreams and goals? So how can the person I bring into my life bring out the best in me and not the worst in me? How can that person be there for me with the things that I want to achieve in my life? And how can you be there for them too? How can I love unconditionally? What is the most valuable lesson I've learned about love? Spirit, tell me one thing I can know about love. And if we had a leap year, which we don't have this year, but if we did, how can I manifest my ideal partner? So that is February. I'm wondering, because my background is working with relationship counseling, it might be that when we start our sessions in the new year, I'm sort of thinking towards the end of January when everyone's back from holidays, I'd like to start having some free tarot tutoring sessions where we can all come together and ask questions about the tarot and share that. And of course, the videos will be shared on YouTube for those of you who can't make it. For some interesting discussion, and it will be interesting for those of you who are reading to bring in some hypothetical questions with clients that you've worked with, because it'd be nice to take our reading level from superficial to much deeper, where you can actually help a client to get a greater understanding of where they might be going wrong in their relationship. And that's sort of something I can help you with, because I was a relationships therapist. I did couples therapy, I did family violence for 13 years. It was a long time. And it's a long story as to why I now teach the tarot. But it is, of course, experience that I can share with you and help you with your readings. So take care, everybody. Make sure that you register for the challenge. So you want to go to connectwithyourdeck/challenge. If you go down into the description box, you will see the link that will take you over to the challenge to register. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notifications bell. And I will see you in the next video. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.